What is going on, parking team? Well, first of all, I just want to say I am so blessed and honored that you would take time out of your Wednesday to come serve an event like this. We truly could not do an event like Back to School Bash without you. And so, thank you for sacrificing and pouring into the next generation. I want to say what you guys get to do is so important for this reason. One, parking may seem like a small thing, but the reality is it's more or less for our parents because to be honest, our parents don't get to see Back to School Bash. They don't get to come inside other than maybe a recap video weeks later. All they really get to see is our parking and our drop off and pickup process. And that's why I fully believe we must do this with excellence because this is really all our parents see. This is their experience of Back to School Bash. And so, one, I would love to kind of inform you the best that I can as far as rules, expectations, what to expect the night of for parking, for our flow of traffic. And that way you guys feel, one, equipped to do your job extremely well. And so I'm going to try my best to, I've got a graphic here. I don't know if you can see this super well. What I will do is I will upload this to the files. So when you guys go to look at your video, there will be 2 uploaded pictures of this graphic so that you guys can get a flow and a figure out of everything. As you can see, we have the church here. And then behind it, we have an entire loop that goes all the way around. So this is going to be our loop for when parents come and they drop off their kids. So for right here, we see we've got the main front parking lot. This is where our high school students are going to park right here. And then for all of our parents who are dropping off our middle schoolers, they're going to drive all the way around the church and come off on this side and drop them off. And so as far as your guys' role the night of the event, there's a couple of different places where you guys are going to be. One is right here welcoming our parking or welcoming parents as they come in. The number 1 position, your goal is, one, to be there to kind of inform parents like, hey, what you're going to do is you're going to drive all the way around the church, drop off your kid, and when you come to pick them up, come the exact same way. That way they kind of know what they're doing as far as our pickup process goes, which is way more involved as far as that happens. And so parents, the front end will be a lot easier. The biggest thing is going to be whenever parents come through and drop off, they'll need to go out and leave out the front entrance. The only problem is we're not going to block the front entrance. So we have a feed through loop, meaning that they're going to come in, go in, and go down this dirt road back into the main pickup line for our parents who accidentally come in the main entrance instead of over here by the 7-Eleven entrance. And so what we'll need is somebody right here. Let me see if I can find it. This number 7 position. And your job is to kind of give information of like, hey, you didn't come in the wrong way. It's okay. When you come to pick up your kid, actually, or to drop off your kid, pick up your kid next time, go ahead and take the main way all the way around. But what you can do is you can continue through into this grass lot and follow the dirt road around to get in line to drop your kid off. And so that person really is the point person to say, hey, you didn't come in the wrong way, but next time go this way instead, to kind of confuse to kind of not have any confusion as far as parents go about our process on the back end. So that's what our drop-off system is going to look like. Go ahead and familiarize this. The red ones are more of stations where you guys can be here. One, just greeting parents, kind of waving them through, sending them in over here as well. The red positions are going to be more of your positions as far as the parking team goes. And we're on the back end, we're going to have a whole other team who's going to be in charge of calling students' names, talking to parents, making sure students get outside to go get in their parents' car on a timely fashion. But as far as parking flow goes, that's what you're going to be looking at. Please familiarize yourself with this document. It's going to give you everything you need to know as far as flow of parking. And then this main parking lot will be for all of our high school students. They'll come in, they'll park. So standing right here and say, hey, if you're a high school student, you can actually park in this parking lot. If you're dropping off, go all the way around the church and drop off in the drop-off lane. With all that being said, I hope this is helpful. I hope the graphic is helpful. There's a few things on here that may look confusing. There's some green circles, and that's specifically for our pickup team who is going to be communicating students who need to get picked up. So you guys don't have to worry about that. Just worry about flow of traffic, getting parents through. Now, I will tell you that we are going to completely close off this side parking lot right here. And then this is going to be here, the emergency loop. And what the emergency loop is for is if, for a chance, our drop-off line gets so long and it gets backed out to the 7-Eleven, we're going to open up on our emergency loop to relieve some of the pressure in the line. That way we don't have people backed up all the way onto OBT Drive. So that's kind of the flow of how drop-off and pickup's going to work. Like I said, familiarize yourself with this document, and if you have any more questions, please connect to your team lead. They're going to know this process in and out as far as the details. Feel free to talk to them and ask them questions as far as other things go, but we're going to get you guys suited up in some vests and some lighting lanyards. We want you guys to be visible for all of our parents coming to drop off our kids. All that to say, I'm excited for Back to School Bash. We cannot wait to see you guys there.